So this is my PC. I need to upgrade it to a new SSD, 4 terabytes. Already ordered. So let's check the package. Got a new package. Let's go. We're gonna open this up. And what do we got? Samsung QVO 8750 SATA and 4 terabytes. Let's install it in this computer. Let's go. So I've already turned off the power switch. All I need to do now is unplug these two screws which are really onto it, which take the top lid off. You can see a big mass of cables right there. Okay, there we go. I know these screws are not supposed to meant to go off, but it's what I have. So this is my water-cooled PC. I'm gonna show you the specs of it. Now all I need to do is remove the top lid off, the front lid off. It shows the front lid, as I know. And I'm gonna unscrew these two. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna use this LTT screwdriver that I bought, which works amazing, by the way. Has magnets on it. So I'm gonna pick up and put it down and do the same to the bottom here. It takes a while. Unscrew it. Now I have this lid that can now come off with just an ease like this, and it just slides. Now what I want is I wanted to pick up a new SSD right over here. Now let's put it on. All I have to do is push it up, and that's a huge mass of cables. Let's see on the bottom. A huge mass still. Okay, let me see if I have some space in front. Nope. Let's open up our SSD. We're gonna take off the package and hold on. It's quite complicated now. And there we go. Samsung. Woohoo! Samsung SSD. It's quite heavy. 4 terabytes. So I need to think how I'm gonna plug it in. I've been digging this out. It's the first time I'm installing an SSD on this tower. It's quite easy, but you need to be intuitive. So you have these white bits right over here. I need to take them off of this bracket if I want to mount here, or I can mount on the bottom one. I prefer here so I can push up side, see the SSD, everything's okay. So I'm gonna pick up a new SSD already, the Intel, because I had the chance. So I'm gonna push these ones out. I'm gonna be falling to the ground, as you guys can see over there, and I'm gonna pick up some screws. This one specifically, I don't know if you guys can see. So the idea is this: I'm gonna push up the screw right over this space and screw it down. Be right back, because with one hand it's quite complicated, as you know what I mean. Quite easy, so I'm gonna basically try to show you how. You see this screw right here? I'm gonna screw it down, and the SSD is right over here, as you guys can see. So I'm basically screwing it down so I can have the leverage to the SSD basically fix up from here, as you guys can see. So it's quite hard for me to use just one hand. Probably you guys had it better if you see like this. I'm screwing it down. So it's done. Gonna pick up another screw, which is this one's here. I don't know why Fantex needed to send this much screws. They basically say I'm out of my mind. Sorry for the pants. Those were my pants, yes. So four screws. They go right under here. There we go. Now I can use up these white spaces, so in my attempt to make something cooler, It's basically just like this. I don't know if you guys can see properly. So I'm picking up these white pieces, I'm picking them up and put them right on the place they need to go. Quite difficult, but there they go. So now I need a SATA cable. For the SATA cable, I'm gonna use quite special that I like. This is white. So Cable Mod sent me this white piece of SATA 90 degrees cable. What I'm gonna do is basically connect it. So I put the SATA cable in the power cable, and basically the SATA cable needs to go over here, which already went. So now I can basically walk this thing down, up and down. And this part, for me, the back is done. Nothing else needed from the back. All I need now is to screw it down. So I have 2 screws. I'm gonna pick up my screwdriver, my LTT screwdriver, which I think is amazing. The screwdriver is magnetic. It has a lot of things you can do differently with it. So basically, now I'm gonna screw this up. Done. Pick up this screw right here, which is the very naughty one. Pick it up. There we go. Quite harsh. Done. Let's move it. So I need to go to the front now. So basically I'm gonna take off these 2 screws. Open up. Let's check the other side. Okay, I know I have a water cup here. It's basically because the graphic card has a bit of problem, but I'm gonna fix that. So don't you worry. Now I'm using my flash over here because it's quite harsh and complicated for me to put together something so vastly superior than me. What happens is I need to go over down there. And it's a lot complicated than you think. Because I have the cable, right? So that shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, that's what I thought. I need to basically go under the graphic card. As you guys can see now, the SATA cable is right where I need it, but I need to put it in the correct angle. And that's what I'm orientating to. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Got it in the right position. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna get rid of this cup so that RTX can basically do it correctly, because it's supposedly used to do like this, but when I turn it on, well, PC doesn't turn on, which is amazing. Just a big fat joke. Let's try that again. There we go. So basically the boot loop thing, and you guys can see right there, and the decoding, everything is doing everything correct. 5C 69. It does all this time twice these things. Gigabyte, it works normally, but the problem is when it comes to the white part, which is basically the detection of peripherals, it takes a while. Hold on a minute. Just a second now. Any minute. CC. Let's try this again. Now, basically a quick, right here, right click. Now I'm gonna go to disk management. I have a new disk. I'm gonna make a GPT. And right here, 4 terabytes of SSD goodness. So I'm gonna name it. Where's next? This one is gonna make E for now. I'm gonna make 4 terabytes SSD. I'm gonna swap it. Now I'm gonna make my own management. This is the space I have, nothing else. It's pretty amazing. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe and like.